let's do our makeup. I've already moisturized. I'm working out of my cream foundation palette here, and I am just going to do a very light coverage. What I love about this makeup is that you literally can do super sheer to full coverage out of the same compact with the same colors. A lot of it depends on what brush you use. Fluffier the bristles are on a brush, the less coverage you're going to get. So if you use something that's a little bit more dense, like something like this, you're going to get more coverage. I'm going to even things out, and then I'll spot cover, covering my blemishes or dark circles or any of that stuff until the end. I feel like it's a waste of time. I think if you get the rest of your face on, bronzer and your blush and your contour and all of that stuff on first, you're actually going to end up using far less makeup, and you're also going to not have to worry about that spot cover as much because you're not even going to notice those spots. I have been going kind of high up on my blush, and I'm liking that look. A little bit of contour around the edges. I think it's easy if you can kind of remember like an E or a 3, like that. If you just do a line right like in front of your earlobe there, and then a little bit right here on your jowl. Look at how it just tightened all of that up. Isn't that wild? Darker foundation color, which is this one right here. And I'm using a tiny little brush. I use a brush that is the same size as whatever you're trying to cover. So if you have little blemishes, just tap on that spot, let it warm up a little bit, and then you can just go back with your clean finger and tap it lightly. You're not moving this around a lot. You're literally just tapping it and pressing it in. Kind of melts in. My darker foundation color, which is the one that matches my skin tone the best. And I'm just going right in that little area that has a shadow. Right there, see that little shadow? I'm just tapping it right in there. A little extra brightening. You can use the same brush or a smaller brush with your brightening foundation. So this is like lighter, brighter. It's this one versus this one. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on the inner corners of my eyes, right at the outer corner, and kind of lift up. Fine angled brush here. A little bit of a demi color. I always like to start on the arch area and then I move from there, because usually this is the area from your arch to your tail that is the most sparse. And so if I fill that in, then I don't need as much in the fullest part of my brow. Okay, this is a great tip if you have heavier eyelids. Let's just take a neutral color. This is just a medium to light brown. And instead of putting it in the crease of your eye, we're going to go right above. So I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm going to put a little dot kind of under my arch, above the crease. It's always going to be above the crease when you have heavier eyelids. And then I'm just going to kind of windshield wiper that back and forth a little bit. I'm not getting it all the way up to my brow, but I'm just kind of pulling it out here at the end. I'm not doing a little 7 or a triangle there. I'm just literally pulling it out. This is going to give your eye some lift because it's moving the shadow of your natural crease up. So it takes away from that puffiness. When you put a darker color in an area, it helps things recede. And when you put a lighter, brighter color or a shimmery color, it brings things forward. So I would never use a shimmery color in this area if you have puffy eyelids there or heavier eyelids there, because it's just going to make it look even puffier. Here's a trick with mascara too. Wiggle it back and forth right into the base of your lashes first, and then go on the top of your lashes as well. Especially if you have lighter colored lashes naturally. If you don't get that top side, then every time you look down or you blink, everybody else is going to see that it's lighter on the top of your lashes. I don't use waterproof mascara, but I do like a water resistant for the bottom because otherwise I tend to get some transfer. Just go over my top lashes to kind of comb them through a little bit more with this, plus it just gives a little extra staying power. You can use the color that you used on your cheeks, on your lips. This cream makeup is just very versatile. You can use it anywhere. You can even use some on your eyes if you want to. If you have any questions about any of this, anything I used, I'm here to help you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.